Hi, my name's Trev and I am the Geekologist. Welcome to the Geekology channel. And today we're going to be going a little bit smaller than we did last week. Yes, it's been only a week since you last heard from me. So a far cry from the IEM6L full-size over-ear headphones. Courtesy of Simgot Audio, I bring you their latest headphone, the just over £100 retail EM6L, and I believe this is also known as the Phoenix. And I don't know if you can see that sort of fiery sort of phoenix display with the gentleman walking through a valley. We'll turn these round because there's some interesting things to show you on the back. For those of you who love graphs, feast your eyes on that. Now that is based on some sort of frequency response curve that the manufacturers really like, and as you can see, depending on the scale they're using, they seem to have got it quite closely aligned. The other thing you can see just in the top corner there is the fact that the design is a multi-driver design. The last Simgot I showed you was a flagship model, the King Wonder, believe it or not, and that was a single driver design. This one is a moving magnet and 4 balanced armature design. So 5 drivers aside. And if this was KZ, they'd be calling it a 10 driver model. Of course it's not, is it? Yes, a cutaway diagram. It's the usual 2-pin design that is common these days. Obviously the box can only tell us so much. Let's get it open and have a further look. And there we go, Phoenix. That's a little cardboard flap with a protective bit there. And here are the drivers. 3D resin printed. As you can see, only the 2 colours. A shame it wasn't a bit more colourful. Let's pop them out for you. Quick look at the nozzle. Everything looks quite smooth. Nice shape. That classic olive shape that regulars to this site will know that I prefer for an in-ear monitor. And a heavily protected connector. And we've got the outlet port there showing. Quite tasteful design, very shiny, but as I said, in this day and age, we do get a lot of colour in other competitors. And there's the Phoenix logo. And out it comes. Simgot being really good on accessories with their King Wonder. Let's see what they've got here. Oh, that's it. Manual. And a case. I'm assuming that the cable must be in this case. No logo on this one. So therefore we're going to call it a generic case. And here's the cable. There's a cable's got a nice soft feel. Salute to art and science. I do quite like the look of the cable. In time, another place, and then recessed connectors there for the 2-pin connection. That's obviously going to be the weak point on any cable, and they've had a look at that. And the other weak point being the connection into the jack. That's been tastefully done and looks pretty strong. And then we've got the Y splitter, third weak spot. Difficult to fault that really. That was a slightly underwhelming case, but it works, doesn't it? It's a good size for the amount of cable we've got there. We've got an unbalanced jack rather than a balanced with an adapter supplied. This is half the price of their flagship ear tips. Oh, this feels surprisingly light. Just got a standard set of ear tips of small, medium and large. So we can't tailor the sound too much compared to their King Wonder. Well, that's really comfortable to start with anyway. There's no pinch points there in the ear. Will the right be the same? Yes, I can hear myself talking. What do you think of the fit? I can't even feel them in my ears, to be honest. Bass is lovely. Does sound very linear. Listening to Timbaland Apologise. I'm already preferring these to the King Wonder, to be honest. Well, I wouldn't even be able to tell what the price of this was listening to these in-ears. Everything sounds very balanced, very natural. I hope I'm not shouting. So Apologise has got that synth bass, real sort of sub bass. Doesn't have that annoying quality to it. It's not lean, it's not bloated. The voice just comes through so crisp and soft as well. Crisp and soft? How can you have both? All I can say about that is a very balanced sound. I'm finding very little to fault with it. It's like I'm listening with a full-size headphone, but the sounds are much closer to my ear canal. It's loud, but it doesn't sound loud. I'm very impressed with that. But a sound test is nothing without something else to evaluate it against. Here's a set of K-Bears that I bought with my own money 2 months ago. These are a single driver design and they retail for about £60. I'm very used to the sound of these and I like them. Same type of olive fit, same type of 2-pin, unbalanced cable. Let's have a try of these. So straight away I can feel them in my ears, pulling against just the entrance to the ear canal. Because they're sort of a metallic finish, they're cold, whereas those are warm. Nah, 30 seconds in, there's no contest there at all. No contest at all. These sound bloated, lacking richness. They sound a bit grainy in the vocals, and you know, I'm not saying that they're strained, but they haven't got the effortlessness of the Phoenix. There is no contest. I mean, obviously they're twice the price, but they're still, you know, my reviews, relatively speaking, £100 isn't a lot for my stuff, and it's difficult to fault the sound. Yes, I can fault the lack of accessories, the fact that we've only got a sort of a 2 or 3 colour system there, so they're not as jazzy as they could be, considering how colourful the sound is, or how lacking colour, how transparent the sound is. And that's just plugging them straight into your smartphone. How can you plug them straight into your smartphone and get a great sound? Well, if you've got a decent smartphone, which most are these days, this is a Samsung A52. It's running USB Audio Player Pro, so it's a lossless track. And yeah, these are more than sensitive enough to go as loud as they need to produce the best from them through your smartphones. So these are 26 ohms impedance and 119 dB at 1 kilohertz sensitivity. So they will work fine through a smartphone. Simgot, the case could be better. The cable is lovely. The fit is wonderful. The drivers look shiny, but they are lacking colour compared to some of your competitors. But the sound, I don't think anyone can argue with the sound. If you're looking for £100 pair of in-ears, I just haven't found anything immediately to criticise about the sound itself. The sound is balanced and is just what I'm looking for in a set of in-ear monitors. You can't feel them in your ears. They just sink away. They don't need any adjustment from the feel of it initially. The bass is just great on them. There's nothing unnatural about the bass at all. The vocals are clear, crisp, yet soft when they need to be. I mean, there's linearity. In other words, the music is accurate. It's like you're listening to a pair of in-ear monitors that are an awful lot more expensive than these. It's too late to apologise, as Timberland says, and I make no apologies for recommending these wholeheartedly. Until the next time, you have been watching the Geekology channel. Hi to fellow geekologists all around the world, and I look forward to your loyalty continuing with sharing and following and commenting. Until the next time.